You've been told and you think that the job damaged you with the worst calls, the bodies and the scenes. That's not what damaged. The wound almost nobody diagnoses is the actual betrayal and the verdict that you drew after that betrayal. Ask any veteran or cop or medic or operator what wore them down. The honest ones don't go with the gore at first. They lead with the betrayal, the agency that hung them out or the brass that covered itself, the public that seems like it turned on them, and underneath all of it, watching people betray each other shift after shift. It's not human. I didn't just feel this. I actually studied it. 197 Kentucky officers. I looked at their full 25-year career. Operational stress, or the stress from the actual cause, dropped almost 25 points over a career on a 120-point scale. Organizational stress, the betrayal type of stress, climbed almost 68 points, 3 times as much as the operational went down. The line that climbs across a career is the betrayal stress. This is the wound that actually compounds everything. So here's what the constant exposure installs. It's a belief. Nothing works out. Nobody keeps their word. Why would anything be different? In the framework that I use, I call that the fate filter. It's what you're filtering things through. It's not a mood. It's a lens you run now on every relationship that you have. This is tier 2 work in my Neuro-Rational Command framework because the belief is the problem, not the event itself. So you've got to run my citation challenge. Where's the evidence that nothing ever works out? Says who? Here's why it fails this audit. You were dispatched to betrayals. You were never dispatched to the loyalty that was going on in the world. You spent 20 years sampling the worst of human behavior, and then you drew a conclusion about the whole population. That's a corrupted file, and it wouldn't hold up in court. So we got cynicism as our armor. Trust no one, expect the worst, never get blindsided again. And we think it feels like protection. It's the verdict that's actually enforcing itself. Or the withdraw. You pull back from the people who never betrayed you in the first place, your wife, your kids, your friends, because the rigged sample told you that they will too, and the prophecy just seems to complete itself. The Stoics ran this drill 2,000 years ago. Marcus Aurelius, who I deeply study, opened every day reminding himself that he would meet the ungrateful and the arrogant and the deceitful. He expected the betrayal and refused to let it write his verdict on mankind as a whole. That's the move. Expect the betrayal, but don't let it corrupt the file. Re-audit the conclusion against the full data set, not the dispatched one that you're seeing. A protector sees the betrayal more clearly than anyone else and still refuses to let a rigged sample decide whether he keeps building or not, keeps trusting the right people or not, keeps believing that the work matters. That's not weakness or just a plain denial. This is a man commanding his own conclusions. The betrayal was real. The conclusion that nothing will ever work out comes off the corrupted file. So pull it and re-audit the file. If that describes you and you want to change, follow me on Instagram and message me the word command and we'll start from there. Until then, check your intel before you move.